So hey guys, Imran here. Today in this video, I am going to explain you about a tool called PhoneSploit. So what is PhoneSploit? PhoneSploit is an Android exploitation tool which primarily uses ADB to exploit Android mobiles. Okay, so what is ADB first? ADB stands for Android Debug Bridge, and it is a command line tool that allows you to communicate with the device, and it is used for debugging. Okay, so what primarily ADB can do is it can install and debug applications, and it also provides an access to a shell by which you can run a variety of commands. Okay, so this can be done via USB or else via internet. Okay, so let's check what is PhoneSploit and what PhoneSploit can do. Okay, so see here. So you can download the PhoneSploit tool from GitHub here. So just I'll clone the repository first. I'll clone the repository on my desktop. So I'll be cloning it. Git clone. So PhoneSploit is downloading here. So after downloading this, I'll show you what it can do. Okay, so I can see it has been downloaded successfully. So what is PhoneSploit? PhoneSploit using ADB ports, we can exploit an Android device. Okay, it can do port forwarding. It can check for net status. It can grab a WPS applicant, turn off for Wi-Fi, and can turn on the Wi-Fi. It can remove a password. It can extract APK from an app. It can use key code. It can get battery status, and it can do many more things. Okay, so first I would like to show you what it can do. Okay, so here developer has also given the installation guide. So first you should clone the repository from here, and later on you can go for cd PhoneSploit, which will go into the PhoneSploit directory. And next we should install a um, Python dependency called Colorama. So let's check the installation and all. So I'll go to PhoneSploit directory here. So I list of files. There are files called adb.rar install main underscore linux.py. So here I can see he has asked us to install. Sorry for that here. So pip install Colorama. So requirement is already satisfied. Here in my computer it is already installed here. So guys, as we have downloaded the application and completely installed the application, now we'll just dig into the application. So let's check. So we'll open the PhoneSploit folder, and we can see here there are some files here. Let's do one thing. Open the terminal here, and so now I'm going to use Python 2. Sorry for that. Main underscore linux.py. Okay, so with this command I will run the Python script here. So it is asking, have you already installed adb via command line? So yes or no. So if you have already installed adb via command line, you can click Y. If you are not installed, you can click on no. Okay, so if you click on N, it will automatically install it for you. If you click on Y, it will automatically start the service. So in my computer I have already installed the adb, so I am clicking on Y. So it is going to start adb daemon service now. So let's check. Okay, now we have successfully started this PhoneSploit here. Now what we should do is we take the mobile and we connect it to our computer. Now I have connected it to my computer now. As you can see, my mobile is connected here, Samsung Android. I'll do one thing now. I will just connect this via adb. So I'll check whether it is successfully connected or not. Okay, so I can see here my device is attached to my computer. So for this to work, you should enable USB debugging in your app, in your mobile application. So to enable your USB debugging, you should first unlock the developer options in your mobile. To do that, you should click on build number for 3 to 5 times. Then automatically you will get an option, you are now a developer. And after going into the developer settings, you can enable the USB debugging option. So after you enable the USB debugging option, you will able and when you connect your mobile to your PC, you can see this option that list when you list the ADB devices, you can see your mobile under ADB device option. So what I'll do here, I'll restart the service ADB service to TCP IP. Okay, TCP IP and the port would be 5555. Okay, why I'm using ADB TCP IP port 5555 here is because ADB runs on this ports 5555 to 5585. So the port range for ADB is 5555 to 5585. So I will just connect this restart this the ADB daemon to ADB TCP IP 5555 port, and I'll just click and enter. See, you can see that Samsung Android option has been just disconnected and it has came again. So what I'll do, I'll just disconnect the phone right now. So I have successfully disconnected my phone. I know my phone's IP, whatever the phone IP is. My phone IP is 192.168.31.95 is my phone IP. So what I'll do, again I'll check for ADB devices. So it is saying me that ADB devices number of listed devices are not there. So I'll do one thing, ADB connect, and the IP would be 192.168.31.95 and the port is 5555. So sorry, oops, what happened? Let's check it again. So yes, it's connected now. So you can see it's connected to 192.168.31. Now if you list the devices, ADB devices, you can see that my mobile is connected here via Wi-Fi. Okay, so now with PhoneSploit you can exploit the complete mobile using ADB. So as we have connected here via ADB, I'll close this command terminal here and check this out here. So I'll just zoom this in. Okay, so what this PhoneSploit can do? PhoneSploit can show you connected devices. Whatever the connected devices are there, it can show you the complete connected devices. It can screen record a phone. It can uninstall an app. It can disconnect all devices. It can take a screenshot on your phone, show real-time log of the device. So it can dump the system info. It can list all the apps on your phone. It can even turn off the device. Okay, so there are multiple options you can do with this tool. Okay, so doing these things without the consent of anyone or the user or the mobile phone owner, you cannot do these things. Okay, if you are doing this, this may land you in trouble. So use this tool completely for educational purposes. Study how ADB works and all. So let's now I'll show you how it works. Okay, so what is happening here? So I'll do one thing. I'll connect my phone. My phone IP is 192.168.31.95. So here I don't need to enter 5555 port. See, it's saying me that it's already connected. So I'll do one thing. What can we do here? We can restart it. We can dump the system info. Let's dump the system info. 13 unknown command. So there's a problem in the code here. We can rectify the code. Okay, so access a shell. Let's access the shell. Number 4. See, I have got the shell access on my mobile. See, complete files. I can list the files. CD. Sorry, it's quite slow here. I don't know, for some reason this got hang. Okay, so I'm into SD card folder. If I list the files here, I can completely say what are the listed files here. Okay, so I'll do one thing. I'll quit it here. Look on exit. Okay, so we'll clear this thing. Okay, so now I can access. I have access the shell on phone. I can run an application. I can install an application. So I'll do one thing. I'll take a screenshot on the mobile now. Do screenshot would be 7. So if I click on screenshot, it is asking me to save the screenshot. So I'll be saving it on my root desktop. So automatically, oops, sorry, again I'll do something. See, See, this is the screenshot of my mobile here. So like this, you can even screen record a phone. It will record the screen for 3 minutes. Okay, so you can connect a new phone here. So what are the options here? Show real-time log. Also, if I click on 12, it will show complete real-time log. So I'll cancel it here, and again I will clear this thing, and we can go to next page. So if I check the next page option here, there's an option for port forwarding, show MAC, extract APK from from an application. We can extract the APK. Net status, turn on Wi-Fi, remove password. For this remove password thing, will not work, will only work on devices that were rooted. Okay, if the mobile which you have hacked is not rooted, then it will not work for you. Okay, so we'll get the battery status 20. See, I got a complete battery status here. So again, I will clear this thing. We'll go for the back page, and we can screen record a phone also here. So if I click on screen record, it will record for 3 minutes. So it will ask me to wait for 3 minutes. So we'll wait for 3 minutes, and let's check how and what it can record. So guys, after waiting for 3 minutes, it is asking me now to save the video. Where do you like to save? So I'll be saving it on root. Just sorry for that. ESKTOP. So I'll be saving it on root desktop, and I'll click on enter here. It will be saving the video here. So it is updating. It's uploading the video from my SD card. So wow, I got the video here, 3 minutes video. So see, it's logged now. It's logged. So I have opened it. See, I have opened. So this is what guys. So I cannot show you complete 3 minute video because there is nothing there. Okay, complete you will get the 3 minute video here. Okay, so other thing is you can do what else? You can list the apps on the mobile. So if I click on 14 complete apps that were installed on my phone, you can list the complete apps here, and I'll click on 0 again. So you can also turn off the device. So what I'll do for this is the craziest thing that I'm doing. I'm just turning off my phone. So I'll do one thing. I'll just turn off the phone, and we'll end the video here. So now what happens? My phone. Oops, my phone is turned off, guys. So this is all for today, guys. Hope you guys liked the video and enjoyed the video. So if you guys really enjoyed the video and liked the video, definitely give us a like, and please subscribe our videos, and don't forget to click the bell icon. Thanks for watching. Peace.